Teacher of the Year is Deborah Coates.
Deb Consugar is the Anne Arundel County Private School Teacher of the Year. She was honored on Monday at the Annapolis and Anne Arundel County Chamber of Commerce's Excellence in Education banquet. Consugar is math chair for the Summit School in Edgewater.
Way to go, Debbie.
Been at Summit for 23 years, signing on when the school was in its second year of operation. We got to talk to Mrs. Consugar at Summit. She told us a little about her educational philosophy as well as her own struggles.
And at Summit, we take every child and treat them individually. I dole out tough love, and I do. But hopefully they always see it with the spirit that it's given. It is from the heart, because I want you to be successful.
Yeah.
And we've had students who have gone on to graduate from the Naval Academy and from Bucknell and from pretty high, important places.
Consugar knows intimately how difficult it is to learn when you're differently abled. She's dyslexic herself.
Just like me, I'm dyslexic, and I was the dumb child.
In school, did you struggled, and did
It was horrible.
Did they
It was horrible.
figure it out early, or did they figure
No,
it out?
Absolutely. I went from reading honestly from like a 3rd grade to an 8th grade in 6 months. So I owe my life to Mrs. Myers.
After her experience, she's not afraid to push her
I
students.
push my students too, and when they say, you don't understand how hard it is, I say, oh, yes, I do. Good for these kids to see it's not finite. It does, it stays with you. You will always have these issues. You will always have problems with certain things, but you can overcome them. You have all kinds of strategies. You create your own little kit of tricks.
As math chair, Consugar has an opportunity to help students as well as colleagues on the faculty.
And I'm always very good at going to see other teachers and referring them to each other. So if I see somebody doing something that I think will help another teacher, I'll say, you need to go see so-and-so because they're doing it really well. Let me take your class so you have an opportunity to go see how they're doing it. So you can
In her speech at the banquet, she thanked her family and her students.
Although my students are not here, I would like to thank them for helping make me a better teacher.
Our students graduated 8th grade, and they have to give a speech that kind of documents their journey, what they've learned about themselves and where they've grown. And some of them are very funny, and some of them are very serious, and some of them can't get through it because they're crying and we have to read it for them and all that. But every year, Debbie's been here 23 years, every year, one of those graduates, and if not more, will say, if it weren't for Miss Consugar, I never would have learned to like math.
After being nominated, Consugar had to be observed, fill out a packet that delved into her teaching philosophy, and attend a roundtable with educators, chamber members, and students.
Nerve-wracking, actually, including 2 high school students, which I thought was very kind of neat. Just feel very honored. I work with great people who help me become a better person and a better teacher. And at Summit, I would say that's our best resource. I would like to thank my family. Joey, Benjamin, Parker, and my children, and supporting me as I have to write all the progress reports.
This is Mitchell Stevenson for the South River Source.